Welcome to English Podcast for You. I'm Maria, and I'm so excited to have you here. Whether you're just starting to learn English or looking to improve your skills, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's learn together and make English fun and easy. Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to another episode of English Podcast for You. I'm Maria, and today we're talking about something that I think can truly change your life: how to focus on yourself. But today's episode is extra special because I'm not alone. I have someone with me who's going to make this conversation even more fun and interactive. His name is Jack, and he's joining me as a co-host for today's episode.
Hi everyone, I'm Jack, and I'm really happy to join Maria today. My role here is simple. I'll listen carefully, ask questions, and especially stop Maria whenever there's a difficult word or phrase. That way, you can learn English in a natural way, almost like you're part of the conversation with us.
Exactly. Think of Jack as your voice in the conversation. If you don't understand something, he will ask me about it. So let's dive in. Let's start with the big question. Why is focusing on yourself so important? Many people think it's selfish, but actually it's the opposite. When you focus on yourself, you recharge your energy and then you can give more to others.
Wait, Maria, can you explain the word selfish?
Of course. Selfish means only caring about yourself and not thinking about others. For example, imagine someone takes all the cookies at a party and doesn't share. That's selfish.
Oh, okay. So being selfish is negative, but focusing on yourself is positive.
Exactly. It's like recharging your phone battery. If your phone is dead, it can't work. If you are tired and stressed, you can't help others. But if you recharge yourself by resting, eating well, or doing things that bring you joy, you have more energy for the people around you.
That makes sense. I think a lot of people confuse those two ideas.
Yes, and that's why we need to change the way we think about it. The first step to focusing on yourself is to set boundaries.
Boundaries? What does that mean?
Boundaries are like invisible lines that protect your time, your energy, and your emotions. They are rules you make for yourself. Imagine your boss sends you messages late at night. You feel stressed, but you also feel like you have to answer. A boundary would be deciding, I don't answer work messages after 8 p.m. That's a healthy limit.
Oh, I see. So boundaries are not about being rude. They're about protecting yourself.
Exactly. Another example. Maybe your friend always asks for favors, but you're already busy. It's okay to say, I can't help right now, but maybe next week. That's setting a boundary.
I think many people are afraid to say no.
Yes, because they don't want to disappoint others. But here's a powerful thought. Every time you say yes to something you don't want, you're saying no to yourself.
Wow, that's a strong way to put it.
And that's why setting boundaries is the first and most important step. The next step is to limit social media.
Why is that so important?
Because social media makes us compare ourselves to others.
Compare?
Compare means to look at two things and see the differences. For example, her car is bigger than mine. Or, he looks happier than me.
Oh, so on social media, people compare their real life to other people's photos.
Exactly. But remember, people usually only show the good parts of their lives online. They don't show the stress, the problems, or the messy kitchen.
So it's not fair to compare because we're comparing our real life to someone else's highlight reel.
Yes, and that's why it's important to limit scrolling. Instead of spending 1 hour on Instagram, use that time to read, go for a walk, or practice English.
That's a good idea. Sometimes, after scrolling, I don't feel inspired. I feel worse.
Right. That's why focusing on yourself means being smart about how you use social media. The next step is to spend time alone. Yes, I know many people think being alone means being lonely, but that's not true. Being alone can be powerful. It's a chance to hear your own thoughts. This helps you discover what you really want.
Maria, can you give an example?
Sure, let's say you sit in a quiet cafe with your journal. You write down your feelings and goals. This time alone can give you clarity.
Clarity?
Yes, clarity means a clear understanding. For example, if your mind feels messy, like a room full of clothes everywhere, clarity is when you organize it and finally see things clearly.
Oh, I like that. So time alone is like cleaning your mind.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be big. Even 10 minutes sitting quietly in the morning can give you space to think. It can change the way you see your life. Another step is to take care of your health.
That sounds obvious, but I think people forget it.
Yes, because life gets busy, but your body is your foundation. If you don't sleep, eat well, or move your body, you won't have energy. So, your body is your foundation. Eat good food, drink water, sleep well, and move your body. Even a short walk outside can make you feel more alive and focused. And the last step is to work on your goals.
How do we do that?
First, write them down. Then break them into small steps. For example, if your goal is to learn English, don't just say, I want to be fluent. Instead, make small goals. I will practice 10 minutes a day, or I will learn 5 new words this week.
That sounds easier.
Yes, because small steps add up to big results.
Add up?
Add up means small things that together make a big thing, like putting coins in a jar. One coin looks small, but after a year, you have a jar full of money. And it works with habits, too. One small step every day creates big change over time. So, beautiful people, before we wrap up, I want you to take away one important message. Focusing on yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. When you give yourself the time and space to grow, you're building the strongest version of you. And that stronger version is the one that shows up for your family, your friends, your work, and your dreams. Think about it. When you set healthy boundaries, you protect your peace. When you spend less time comparing yourself to others, you start appreciating your own journey. When you take time alone, you find clarity. When you take care of your health, you feel more energy. And when you work on your goals step by step, you build confidence. These small actions together create a life that feels balanced and meaningful. I also want to take a moment to thank Jack for joining me today. Jack, you made this conversation so much richer with your questions and your curiosity. And I hope all of you listening enjoyed this style, where we not only talk about life lessons, but also learn new English words in a natural way. So, as we finish, I want you to remember, you deserve to focus on yourself. You deserve to rest, to dream, and to grow. Don't feel guilty about putting yourself first, because when you rise, everything around you rises too. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay positive, stay kind to yourself, and keep focusing on the life you want to build. Bye, beautiful people.